Despite his fame and success, Tim McGraw faced a period of severe hardship that nearly destroyed everything he built. Lieutenant, after reaching the peak of his career, financial troubles, personal issues, and bad decisions piled up, leaving him at his lowest point. These setbacks led to loss of wealth, strained relationships, and a sense of defeat that few could imagine given his public image. His downward spiral was fueled by debts he couldn't pay, mistakes made during a turbulent time, and moments of personal vulnerability that he could not escape. Yet, through determination and a refusal to give in, McGraw worked tirelessly to rebuild his life. He focused on his music, repairing broken relationships, and rediscovering his passion for his craft. His recovery was not easy. It required confronting his past mistakes and making difficult sacrifices. Slowly, he regained stability and found a new purpose. His story becomes one of resilience, showing how even at the lowest point, it is possible to rise again with courage and persistence. This is the truth behind why Tim McGraw lost everything, and how he managed to reclaim his life and success. Growing up in Delhi, Louisiana, Tim McGraw, born Samuel Timothy McGraw, faced a childhood filled with discovery and emotional challenges. From a young age, he was led to believe that Horace Smith was his father, which gave him a sense of stability and identity. However, at the age of 11, his life changed dramatically when he learned the truth about his biological father. He discovered that his real father was Frank Edward Tug McGraw Jr., a famous baseball pitcher who played for the New York Mets, and later the Philadelphia Phillies. This revelation brought a mix of feelings. It was shocking to learn that the man he thought was his father was not his true biological dad. The news also created a complicated relationship between Tim and Tug. Tug McGraw was a well-known sports figure, and when he found out about Tim's identity, he only accepted him as his son when Tim turned 18. Despite this late acceptance, their relationship grew closer over the years. They shared moments together and built a bond rooted in understanding and mutual respect. Tug McGraw's death in 2004 marked the end of their story, but their connection remained important to Tim. The journey of discovering his true parentage and the emotional complexities he faced shaped who Tim McGraw became later in life. His childhood experiences with family secrets, acceptance, and loss influenced both his music and his outlook on life. Tim McGraw was raised with the belief that Horace Smith was his biological father. For many years, he went by the name Tim Smith. His life took a turn at the age of 11 when he discovered his birth certificate, which revealed that his real father was Tug McGraw, a famous baseball player. This revelation came as a shock, and his mother, Elizabeth, decided to take him to meet Tug. Initially, Tug denied being his father, which led to a period of uncertainty and emotional difficulty for Tim. However, when Tim turned 18, Tug accepted him as his son. Despite the difficult beginning to their relationship, Tim and Tug became close over the years. Their bond grew stronger, and they remained connected until Tug's death. After finishing high school, Tim McGraw attended Northeast Louisiana University on a baseball scholarship, hoping to make a career in sports. However, his dreams were disrupted when he injured his knee badly enough to end his baseball aspirations. This setback forced him to rethink his future, and he turned to music as a new passion. During this time, he learned to play the guitar and began performing songs for money. Music became his new focus and a way to cope with his changed plans. Later, he moved with his mother to Jacksonville, Florida, where he continued his education at Florida Community College. Despite the move and new environment, his desire to pursue music remained strong. In 1989, he decided to chase his dreams fully and moved to Nashville, Tennessee, the heart of country music. There, he started his journey to become a professional singer and songwriter, working hard to make a place for himself in the music world. His early years show that, even after setbacks, he stayed determined to follow his passion and succeed in a different path. After moving to Nashville in 1989, Tim McGraw began his journey in the country music scene. The following year, he signed a contract with Curb Records, which gave him the opportunity to record and develop his musical career. In 1993, he released his debut album, but it did not produce any major hits and did not immediately bring him widespread fame. Despite this, Tim stayed dedicated to his music and continued to work hard. His breakthrough came with his second album, titled Not a Moment Too Soon. This album turned everything around for him, as it produced several hit songs that quickly climbed the charts. It made him a household name in country music and established him as a major artist. Throughout his career, Tim McGraw has achieved remarkable success, with more than 30 singles reaching the #1 spot on music charts. His albums have sold over 40 million copies worldwide, making him one of the most successful country singers of all time. His consistent ability to produce popular songs and connect with audiences has made him a true superstar in the music industry. Despite early challenges, his determination and talent helped him rise to fame and build a long-lasting career. Today, Tim McGraw is known not only for his impressive record sales, but also for his influence in country music and his dedication to his craft. His rise to fame is a story of perseverance, passion, and a love for music that resonated with millions around the world. Since the beginning of his music career, Tim McGraw has become a well-known name in country music. His breakthrough came with the album titled Not a Moment Too Soon, which quickly climbed to the top of the music charts and made him a star. This album brought him national attention and set the stage for his future success. Over the years, Tim has released many albums, and about 10 of these have reached #1 on the charts, showing how popular his music has become. His songs are known for telling stories, and this storytelling became a special part of his style. Songs like Don't Take the Girl showed his ability to connect with listeners by sharing heartfelt and relatable stories. His sound in the 1990s captured the spirit of country music at that time, making him a defining artist of that era. Many other artists have tried to imitate his style because of the way he combines good storytelling with catchy melodies. Tim McGraw's music career has shown steady growth, and his songs continue to be loved by fans around the world. His success is built on strong storytelling, memorable melodies, and a sound that truly represents country music from his time. Since its release, Tim McGraw's song Don't Take the Girl has become one of his most memorable hits, capturing the attention of many fans across the country. The song was co-written by Craig Martin, who wrote it during a difficult time in his own life. At that moment, Martin was feeling low and turned to prayer, asking God not to take his girlfriend away. The words and feelings in the song reflected a deep sense of love and fear, making it very emotional. When Tim McGraw heard the song, he connected with its meaning and decided to record it. His heartfelt singing helped bring out the song's emotional strength, making it resonate with many listeners. Because of Tim's performance, the song became a big success, climbing charts and winning the hearts of fans. Craig Martin was very thankful for Tim's voice and the way he made the song come alive. His gratitude reflected how important it is for an artist to interpret a song with feeling. Over time, Don't Take the Girl became more than just a hit. It became a story about love, loss, and hope, touched by the emotional depth that Tim McGraw brought to it. This song remains a testament to how music can tell personal stories and connect deeply with those who listen. Because he has a passion for both music and acting, Tim McGraw decided to pursue an acting career alongside his music. He has starred in several movies, including Friday Night Lights, where he played the role of a football coach and showed his ability to bring a character to life on the big screen. He also appeared in The Blind Side, a film based on a true story about a boy who becomes a football star, and his performance was well received by audiences and critics alike. Additionally, he played a role in Country Strong, a movie that explores the struggles and successes of country musicians, which allowed him to combine his love for music and acting. Even though Tim enjoys acting and is committed to the craft, he always emphasizes that his main focus remains his music career. He knows that acting requires a lot of dedication, preparation, and time, which can sometimes conflict with his musical commitments. Despite this, he dedicates himself to each acting role, giving it his best effort, while making sure his music stays at the forefront of his career. His experience in acting has allowed him to expand his talents and reach new audiences, but he continues to prioritize his passion for making music that connects with people on a personal level. Acting has been an important part of his life, but his heart remains with his music, which has made him a beloved figure in the country music world. He often mentions that his dedication to his craft is what helps him succeed in both areas, and that he enjoys the challenge of balancing his interests. Overall, Tim McGraw's acting career has complemented his music career, helping him grow as an entertainer and performer, while he remains committed to creating music that touches people's lives. Since 1996, Tim McGraw has been married to Faith Hill, a fellow country singer, and their marriage has been a strong and important part of his life. Together, they have 3 daughters, and his family is very special to him. His family helped him through difficult times when he was struggling with alcohol and substance abuse for many years. Having loved ones close provided him with support, and strength to face those challenges. The death of his father in 2004 was a significant moment for Tim. It made him realize he needed to change and become a better person. After that, he made serious efforts to improve his health and focus on his family. His personal life shows how much his family means to him and how they helped shape who he is today. Despite his fame and success in music, his family has always been his foundation, helping him through tough times and giving him motivation to be a better father and husband. Tim McGraw's story is one of love, loss, and the strength that family can give someone. Because he often felt nervous before performances, Tim McGraw turned to alcohol as a way to calm his nerves and ease his anxiety. At first, it seemed to help him relax, but over time, his reliance on alcohol grew stronger. This dependence began to affect his health, causing concerns about his well-being, and it also put strain on his relationships with family and friends. Recognizing the negative impact, Tim made the decision to stop drinking more than 10 years ago. Since then, he has maintained his sobriety and stayed committed to living a healthier life. His motivation to stay sober is strong, driven by his desire to be fully present for his children and future grandchildren. He wants to be the best father and grandfather he can be, which keeps him focused on his goals of staying clean and living a good example. Over the years, Tim has worked hard to overcome his past struggles with alcohol, and his story serves as an inspiration for many who face similar challenges. His journey shows that with determination and support, it is possible to leave behind old habits and build a better future. He continues to prioritize his family, his health, and his career, knowing that sobriety allows him to enjoy life more fully and be there for those he loves. Since receiving comments from his daughter about his appearance in a movie, Tim McGraw decided to make significant changes to his health and lifestyle. He realized that taking care of his body was essential not only for his personal well-being, but also for his career and family. He committed himself to a healthier lifestyle by adopting a disciplined approach to fitness. Tim started engaging in rigorous fitness routines designed to help him lose weight and build strength. Through hard work and consistency, he managed to shed around 40 pounds, which made a remarkable difference in his overall health. The weight loss improved his physical condition, enabling him to perform better on stage and in daily activities. His dedication to fitness gave him more energy and confidence, positively affecting many areas of his life. As he continued with this new routine, he found that his physical health was greatly enhanced, but more importantly, his mental clarity and sense of purpose also grew stronger. This transformation was not just about looking better, it was about feeling better and living a more fulfilling life. His journey shows that with determination and effort, anyone can change their habits and improve their overall health. Tim's experience highlights how important it is to listen to loved ones and take proactive steps toward wellness. His story continues to inspire others to pursue healthier choices and stay committed to their goals. After entering into a legal battle with Curb Records over his album Emotional Traffic, Tim McGraw found himself fighting for his rights as an artist. Curb Records claimed that the album was delivered too early, which they believed was a violation of their agreement. In response, Tim McGraw decided to counter-sue Curb Records, accusing the label of artificially extending his contract beyond its original terms, thereby limiting his freedom to create and release new music. This legal dispute was intense and drew a lot of attention in the music industry, as it raised questions about artist rights and record label control. Throughout the case, Tim stood firm, determined to regain control over his career and music. The situation reached a turning point when a Tennessee judge reviewed the case and ultimately ruled in favor of Tim McGraw. The judge's decision was significant because it allowed Tim to break free from Curb Records' control and sign with a new label, Big Machine Records. This ruling enabled Tim to pursue his music without restrictions and to release new work under a different company. The victory was considered a major milestone in Tim McGraw's career, as it set a precedent for artists wanting more control over their music and agreements. It also marked a turning point for Tim, giving him the freedom to explore new artistic directions and reconnect with his fans through fresh releases. The legal victory not only helped Tim, but also inspired other artists to stand up for their rights and seek fair treatment in the music industry. Certainly, in the year 2000, Tim McGraw encountered a significant legal incident that drew public attention and added a complex chapter to his career. During a concert that year, Tim became involved in a serious altercation with police officers, which was further complicated by the presence of fellow country singer Kenny Chesney. The incident resulted in Tim facing both felony and misdemeanor charges, highlighting the gravity of the situation. Despite the charges, Tim was quickly released on bail and chose to continue his tour, demonstrating resilience and professionalism. He publicly downplayed the incident, describing it as a misunderstanding rather than something intentional or malicious. The timing of this event was particularly difficult for him because it came shortly after he was honored as Father of the Year, an accolade that celebrated his role as a family man and added emotional weight to the situation. This episode in 2000 remains a notable part of Tim McGraw's history, reminding fans that even well-regarded celebrities can face unexpected challenges. Throughout the ordeal, Tim maintained his focus on his music and personal life, trying to handle the controversy with dignity and transparency. The incident provoked discussions about public behavior, stress, and the pressures faced by artists in the limelight, making it a memorable event from his career. Despite the controversy, he continued to build his reputation with his music and remained active in the industry, showing resilience and a commitment to his craft. Many fans support him to this day, recognizing that everyone has difficult moments and that what matters most is how they handle those challenges. The 2000 incident remains part of his story, reflecting a moment of turbulence that he managed to navigate while continuing his journey in music and public life. Since the beginning of his career, Tim McGraw has been known not only for his success as a country music artist, but also for the strong influence his family has had on his life. His wife, Faith Hill, who is also a famous singer, has played a very important role in supporting him through difficult times. Together, they have 3 daughters, and their presence in his life has brought him stability and purpose. Over the years, Tim faced challenges with drinking that affected his personal life and career. However, with the encouragement and love of Faith and their daughters, he found the strength to make a positive change. Their support gave him the motivation to quit drinking and focus on leading a healthier lifestyle. Faith Hill, in particular, is often credited with saving him from himself. Her steadfast support helped him see the importance of being a good husband and a better father. Because of his family, Tim became more focused on his personal growth and on creating a better future for himself and his loved ones. Their influence helped shape who he is today, both as a person and as an artist. Their bond and mutual encouragement continued to be a guiding force in Tim McGraw's life, inspiring him to stay on the right path and prioritize his family above all else. Initially, Tim McGraw was deeply inspired by Keith Whitley's music. Whitley's heartfelt singing and soulful country sound left a strong impression on him and helped shape his own musical style. When Keith Whitley died in 1989, Tim felt a profound loss that motivated him to make a big life change. Instead of staying in college, he decided to leave behind his studies and move to Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville is known as the heart of country music, and Tim believed that if he wanted to succeed, he had to be there. His journey was driven by a strong passion for music and a desire to follow his dreams. In addition to the influence of Keith Whitley, Tim also discovered that his father had musical talents of his own. Learning about his father's musical abilities encouraged Tim even more, making him realize that music was part of his family's story. It was not just an aspiration, but something rooted in his family background. Before he decided to move to Nashville, Tim had already started performing in local bands. These early experiences gave him a taste of musical performance and helped him develop his singing and stage presence. Playing in local bands allowed him to gain confidence and understand what it takes to entertain people. All these influences, Keith Whitley's soulfulness, his father's musical talent, and his own early performing experiences, came together to forge the foundation of his career. Through hard work and dedication inspired by these influences, Tim McGraw was able to build a successful career in country music, touching many fans with his honest songs and heartfelt performances. As he continued his journey, these influences remained a vital part of his musical identity, guiding him through the challenges and triumphs of his illustrious career. Since starting his fitness routine, Tim McGraw's dedication has grown steadily over time. Initially, he began with simple walks, gradually building his stamina and strength. As he became more comfortable, he moved on to running for 20 minutes, which helped him improve his cardiovascular health and boost his energy levels. Alongside running, he incorporated weight lifting into his routine, focusing on building strength and muscle tone. To stay consistent, he installed gym equipment in his tour trailer, allowing him to work out anytime while on the road. Before each concert, Tim worked with a personal trainer, making sure his exercises targeted the right muscles and kept him in top shape. His commitment to fitness did not just change how he looked, it also improved his performance on stage. With increased physical strength and endurance, he could sing and move more confidently throughout his shows. Additionally, his fitness journey helped his mental clarity, reducing stress and keeping him motivated. By sticking to his routine, Tim McGraw showed that a consistent approach to fitness could bring both physical and mental benefits that supported his career and personal well-being. Throughout his journey, he kept evolving his workout plan to stay healthy and energized, inspiring many of his fans to lead active lives themselves. Growing up in Louisiana, Tim McGraw was surrounded by a culture that often included alcohol as a part of social gatherings and celebrations. From a young age, he was familiar with the presence of alcohol in his community and family life, which helped shape his understanding of social interactions. This environment created a relaxed attitude toward drinking, making it seem normal and acceptable. As a result, Tim developed a casual relationship with alcohol, often participating in drinking during social events without much concern. However, this early exposure gradually influenced his behavior as he grew older. The casual attitude he adopted in his youth eventually contributed to more serious problems as he began to struggle with substance abuse. His experiences reflect how the cultural backdrop of Louisiana, with its open and relaxed view of alcohol, played a significant role in his developing relationship with it. Over time, the effects of this cultural influence became more evident as his personal challenges with alcohol grew more severe. Despite these difficulties, Tim McGraw's story also highlights how early experiences can have long-lasting impacts, and how cultural backgrounds can shape individuals in complex ways. His journey through these struggles is intertwined with the social and cultural environment in which he was raised. Since starting his career, Tim McGraw faced many touring challenges that affected his health and daily life. Traveling constantly made it hard for him to keep a healthy routine because of the easy access to unhealthy food options and alcohol that come with being on the road. These temptations made it difficult for him to stay in good shape and maintain a balanced lifestyle. Realizing the importance of health, Tim worked hard to overcome these obstacles. He began adopting healthier habits by planning nutritious meals and limiting alcohol consumption during tours. To support his fitness goals, he found ways to stay active, including integrating exercise into his busy tour schedule. Whether it was doing workout routines during breaks or finding time to walk and stretch, he made a conscious effort to stay fit. These changes helped him manage the physical and mental demands of touring while protecting his long-term health. Despite the difficulties, Tim McGraw's dedication to fitness and healthy living proved that with effort and discipline, it is possible to enjoy a successful music career while taking care of oneself. Tim McGraw's battle with substance abuse had a deep effect on both his personal and professional life. At the height of his career, he faced struggles with alcohol, which led to strained relationships, particularly with those closest to him. The impact on his work was also significant, as it impaired his ability to perform at his best. This period of turmoil caused him to reevaluate his life and priorities. Eventually, Tim reached a turning point, realizing that the path he was on was unsustainable and harmful. He made the pivotal decision to quit drinking, seeking a healthier and more fulfilling lifestyle. Since that moment, Tim has worked hard to maintain his sobriety, focusing on his family and career. His dedication to staying sober has not only strengthened his personal relationships, but also allowed him to thrive in his music career with a renewed sense of purpose and commitment. Through this transformation, Tim McGraw has shown resilience and the power of self-determination, ultimately finding balance and fulfillment in his life. Since 2008, Tim McGraw's decision to quit drinking marked a major turning point in his life. Before that, he faced many challenges related to alcohol, which affected both his personal life and his career. The journey to sobriety was not easy, and he had to work hard to stay strong against temptations and old habits. One of the hardest parts of his journey was performing at concerts without the help of alcohol, which he used to rely on for confidence. Over time, he learned new ways to handle stress and stay focused on his goals. His family's support played an important role in his success, giving him love and encouragement when he needed it most. Through his dedication and support system, he was able to overcome many hurdles and stay sober. Today, Tim McGraw serves as an inspiration to others who are fighting their own battles with substance abuse. He openly talks about his journey, showing that recovery is possible with effort and support. His story encourages many fans and people everywhere to seek help and stay committed to their own paths toward sobriety. His experience reminds everyone that change is difficult, but worth it, and persistence can lead to a healthier, happier life. After the release of the album Emotional Traffic, tensions arose between Tim McGraw and his record label, Curb Records, leading to a public and legal dispute. The disagreement centered around several issues, primarily the timing of the album's release and the label's efforts to extend his recording contract. Tim believed that he had fulfilled his obligations under his existing contract and should be free to explore new opportunities, but Curb Records aimed to keep him bound to their authority. This situation became a highly contentious legal battle, drawing attention from fans and the music industry alike. During this dispute, Tim was eager to move forward with his career and continue making music without the constraints of ongoing legal issues. The resolution of the dispute was a significant turning point. It ultimately allowed Tim to leave Curb Records and sign with a new label that supported his artistic vision and career growth. The controversy surrounding Emotional Traffic became a symbol of the struggle many artists face regarding control over their music and careers. It also highlighted the importance of artists' rights in the music industry, emphasizing that artists should have the freedom to decide their creative path. The legal resolution gave Tim the opportunity to focus on new projects, produce fresh music, and connect with his fans without legal obstacles. Overall, the dispute over the Emotional Traffic album was a defining moment in Tim McGraw's career, illustrating both the challenges of the music business and his determination to succeed despite difficulties. Since the beginning of his career, Tim McGraw has built a legacy that extends far beyond his music itself. His career spans more than 30 years, during which he has achieved many hits that have become favorites among country music fans. These songs have not only topped charts, but also shaped the sound of modern country music. His success has earned him numerous awards and honors, cementing his status as one of the genre's most influential artists. Many musicians look up to him and try to imitate his style, recognizing how uniquely he blends traditional country elements with a contemporary touch. Beyond his music, Tim's story is inspiring to many. He came from a humble background, growing up in poverty, and his journey to fame shows that hard work and perseverance can lead to great success. Despite facing personal struggles, including battles with substance abuse, he has managed to stay focused and dedicated to his craft. His commitment to his family has always been important to him. He often speaks about the vital role his loved ones play in his life. Moreover, he is passionate about staying fit, believing that good health is essential for both his music career and personal happiness. All these aspects of his life and career continue to motivate and inspire fans and fellow artists who see in him a true example of resilience and dedication. His influence on country music is undeniable, shaping the genre for the generations to come and leaving a lasting mark that will be remembered for years.